recording, I'll send you. Brahma Kumaris. Like I shared with you in the meditation, which you can re-listen later, that if you look at the cycle of time, a golden age, a silver age, copper age, iron age, golden age,
I've
the
been
cycle
through
of
this already.
yeah. So in the cycle of time,
this is now Kaliyug.
yeah, I said don't interrupt. So at each point of time, there's a spiritual leader that Baba sends on earth. Like in my meditation, I spoke of Abraham, I spoke of Buddha, I spoke of Muhammad, Guru Nanak, Jesus, all this. Now this is the end of Kaliyug, and we have to go to golden age. Okay, end of Kaliyug, we have to go to golden age. If all these beautiful spiritual leaders, amazing spiritual leaders came, and the world still went worse and worse and worse, how is the worst going to become the best? Because this is the worst of Kaliyug and this is the best. The worst and the best meet, right? The end of Kaliyug and the peak of golden age, the first of golden age comes, right? So how can the worst become the best? Only by Baba. Only God. So God has to intervene in this play on earth once every cycle of time. So in every 5,000 years, he comes for 100 years only. 100 years. He reveals. But he doesn't come in the womb of a mother to take birth, because if he did that, then it would take time to grow up, number one, and he would be in karmic accounts. He's a director, so he doesn't do that, because he would come into karmic accounts and he would be stuck in those karmic accounts. Then he won't be able to come out of it. His role is he doesn't come into the womb of a mother ever. So he doesn't take birth like anybody. Buddha, Jesus, Guru Nanak, Gabriel, all took birth through the womb of a mother. So all came into karmic accounts. He doesn't. So now he's a spirit. Jyoti Bindu, point of light. How does he come and give Gyan? We cannot hear him. We have telepathically, we've shut. We are all in amnesia. So how is he going to affect us? He has to give knowledge so that our ears can hear the Gyan. That's why you see the picture of the Ganges going in the ears, right? And Kumbhakaran awakens. So we are the Kumbhakaran. We are asleep, all of us, the whole world. So he steps into the body of an old man at the age of 60. His soul,เหมือนกับว่า soul enters another body. So like that body was Lake Raj. And so Lake Raj, he had his own soul there, but God's soul stepped in. When God's soul steps in, what does it mean? Soul is mind. So mind, another mind has come into your mind. You're very clear this is not your mind. Lake Raj, he used to write, was very clear that this is not my mind. Someone is talking to me. Someone is giving me this knowledge in there that I never knew about. So he was confused. He thought he was going mad. He asked his gurus. He had 11 gurus. He was a Hindu man in a corner in India, in Pakistan, India, and in Sindh. And he was asking all his gurus, are you talking to me in my mind? Are you doing something? Because he thought these are the religious people, the superior people. They must be doing something. And they all said no. So he continued getting this revelation. And then he saw the destruction of the world, and he was very sad for 3 days. And then he saw paradise for 3 days. And he's like, what's happening to me? I'm getting to see all this and it's amazing. And then he gets the Gyan in his own mind. So it takes time for him to absorb it and realize that God says, I'm talking to you. I'm giving you the Gyan. You're my host. You're going to be the one to spread this knowledge into the world. Of course, he didn't believe it. It took time. And when he started changing and he started believing and he started realizing that everything is shifting and all that ego was dissolving, anger was dissolving, attachment was he saw the change in himself. He realized it's the truth. And he realized, but he talked to God in his mind and mind, telepathy. How can I change the world? How can I help you? I'm just a one man here. I can't be your mouth. Because God said, you're going to be my mouth. I'm going to speak through you and the world will hear. And he's like, but I'm just in a corner in India. How can it go to the world? And God said, you don't have to worry about that. I will do it. Trust. Just follow. Just obey. So he went like that. He obeyed only. Whatever God said, he did. Without question. Because you have to follow me. And I will use your body and your mouth. You just be the Nimit, the instrument. He became an instrument. And so whenever God chose to use his mouth to speak, God would refer to him as Brahma. Brahma changed his name from Lake Raj to Brahma. Now you are my host. Like I told you, right? Your life has ended. Your body has ended. Now you're going to live a spiritual life as Om Manji. So Brahma Baba was born. Lake Raj's life ended because now God has decided to use his body as host. And from that one man who God named Brahma to distinguish between himself, who is Shiv, and Brahma, why? Because he had to give the Gyan in Brahmand, this world. That's why Brahma. And we should know that because Brahma has been referred to in the scriptures as the creator, as God. But actually it's not. It's the host of God, which we didn't know. So God reveals. Now when he uses the mouth of Brahma and he speaks, those words that he speaks is called Murli. We've given the name of divine versions of God are called like we say Gurbani. This is Murli, is direct words of God spoken through the mouth of Brahma, who is the host of God. Simple. So anybody who hears this knowledge that is spoken through the mouth of Brahma is called Brahma Kumari or Brahma Kumar. To distinguish that you have heard it. Otherwise, so how will you know? Well, you can say, I took Gyan, but what Gyan? From who? From where? From what? It's confusing because we are from so many religions, all of us. We all have a guru. We all have all different backgrounds. And he's going to be giving this Gyan to everybody from every country in the world. Angrez, French, and it has been, at that time, Brahma Baba didn't know. Brahma Baba, look at me and listen carefully because I have to tell you fast because you have less time. Brahma Baba.
No, I'm feeling this light.
Very good. Brahma Baba had to believe without knowing how. And imagine when he left the body at the age of 60, he got the Gyan. At the age of 93, 33 years, he left the body. When he left the body, the Gyan had not even left India yet. And yet he never questioned it. Because he was fully trusting and he saw himself change. And he created a community of... And he just went with God's instructions. When they had to move during World War I, during World War II, during Pakistan-India division, everything, they were safe. And they moved to Mount Abu, which was the location chosen by God, as instructed. They were trance messengers later. They were how he came, how people started coming in the beginning is more visions. People in his village would start seeing in their dreams and all, seeing him and seeing Krishna, because they believed in Krishna. So they would see him and see Krishna like that, or they would see him and see Ram or whatever. And so they would feel we have to go to listen to this man. And when they would come, they would see the light. With their eyes, they would see the light. So in the beginning, it was a lot of visions and a lot of grace, more than pain and all. And they knew, and the words would come and they would be transformed. So they knew. So in the beginning, it was very easy for those souls to get into the Gyan. But of course, they face the challenges of their family because everybody doesn't come. Whoever is destined to will come. After Brahma Baba left, everybody was shocked. Who's going to be the host of God? He said he's going to come for 100 years. It's only 33 years. He started coming in the body of a woman called Dadi Gulzar. And I've met her. She's the purest, the sweetest, the most innocent soul you could ever meet. She came into Gyan from the age of 9, so she was always pure. And she didn't even know God would use her body to speak. It was something that just happened. And everybody was also amazed that God chose her because she was very innocent and very young, and she was uneducated. She didn't know how to read and write. And there were so many others who were quite senior, but she was just the host. The reason he chose her was he wanted a host who did not intervene with what he was saying. And she was that woman. So when he would come into her, what happened is Brahma Baba, when he leaves the body, he becomes angel. He doesn't take birth again. And why? He used to ask God, why you chose me? So God reveals that you are the prince of Satyug. You are Krishna. That's why you are Brahma. So Brahma, so Krishna, so Devta means Brahma becomes Krishna. So, and he was like, I'm Krishna. He was shocked. And Krishna, when gets married, becomes Narayan. So he's Narayan, and he used to worship Narayan. So he was worshipping himself. He didn't know that because we have amnesia. So all this got revealed. When you read the Murlis, you'll hear these things more, and they'll go into you more. Right now, you just hear it once from me. Don't worry about remembering. Don't worry about it going over. Never mind. Listen to it openly. You will hear it again and again, and it will seep in slowly, slowly. Okay? I'm just letting you know what is Murli, because you have to listen to Murli every day. And when you listen to Murli, there will be words you don't understand. Call me and ask me. If I'm not around, send a voice message, and I will send a voice message back. There's time difference. Whenever you want to ask me anything, send a voice message, and I will connect with Baba and send a voice message back to you. So we have this means of communication anytime. Okay? So now Dadi Gulzar was the host. So when he spoke through Dadi Gulzar, those Murlis are called Avyakt Murli. Why? Dadi Gulzar, Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba both come in Dadi Gulzar, because Brahma Baba is already an angel. So now his role in the world is I. That's why Christianity and all of us believe in angels, because Brahma Baba is the first angel. Today there are many angels in the world. They weren't in the past. They are today, because Brahma Baba is the first angel. Yeah? So now 100 years is going to be complete. So now even Dadi Gulzar has left. And now he doesn't speak through the mouth of anyone. Now we are reading the Murlis that have been written and recorded. So we read a Murli every day. And that is also decided. They are trance messengers. They're still souls that go to God, take a message, get an answer, and come back. There are very few of them left in this world. Okay? I've met many trance messengers. 3-4 of them I've met personally. 5 of them. One came to Thailand. 2 of them have come to Thailand also. Yeah, so we are also very blessed. So we got some trance messages here in Thailand. So trance messages means they're in communication with Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba, and they bring a message. So that's very, very, very powerful. A trance message happens every Thursday in Mount Abu, and it's sent all over the world what God says. Okay? So that's what she's the official person to do the trance message, and it goes all over the world. So Mount Abu is the head. So now even the Murlis, which Murli has to be read, which day is all. So when you read Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, the Murlis are different. It's about the Gyan.
So you will send me this every day? I can
send you the Murli, but I want you to hear it from a BK in the beginning. Whether it's online, I'll send you how to listen to it from Mount Abu directly, because that you can listen any time of the day, which is easy. Okay, so you listen online from.
Because I will not be easy to go to the center in the morning.
I'll plan with you. I succeeded in 13 minutes. God bless. But you are a very attentive person as well. So this is the basic on Brahma. So everybody who is a Brahma Kumari, any soul on earth that has received the knowledge of God in this Sangam, 100 years is called Confluence or Sangam Yug. Sangam Yug means the Yug where he is prevalent. And that's why if you notice, science has advanced in these 100 years like it never did in thousands of years. That's the reason, because God's interception on earth is moving and shifting the world for Satyug. It's all in preparation of Golden Age. Because science has to be so advanced that we can fly in Satyug. Fly as in we'll all have cars that can fly. Personal cars that are flying. And it's happening. We can see that. How now, when Brahma Baba came in the beginning, it was very difficult for people to understand imprint and memory, because there was no SIM card, there was no phone, there was no technology. Today we can understand that a SIM card can carry so much information.
Yeah.
And today we can see that through our television we can watch movies unlimited. So what is the soul? The soul is unlimited memory. And God's soul, the divine soul, is unlimited memory of all the unlimited memories of every soul. That's the magic, because he's never forgotten. We have imprint of all our lives inside our soul.
Okay, can I ask you, when people talk about all this memory that's in subconscious mind,
Yeah.
so what is that? I mean,
Okay. I want you to get out of the habit of thinking what people say.
I mean,
Yeah.
subconscious.
What they call subconscious is only what they understand as subconscious. Okay?
Stored memories.
Is subconscious means you're not conscious of it. But there's a lot of unconscious memory. What we're talking is unconscious. Unconscious means you will never know. Amnesia is unconscious. Subconscious is something that can still come up. Maybe when you go into hypnotherapy, you'll be able to see some of the subconsciousness. But there's a lot of unconscious. The fact that you're a soul is unconscious. You don't know. You don't remember. You have amnesia. You don't know you're a soul. You're relearning. You're relearning. I'll give a very simple example. A boy has an accident. He lands up in hospital and he has amnesia. His father, who he loved a lot, comes to meet him, and his mother. And he doesn't remember them, so there's no love in his eyes at all for these two people. And the father remembers him. So the father comes to him with a lot of love, feeds him, takes care of him, pays his hospital bill. He never wakes up to amnesia. Never. But he relearns to love his father. That this must be my father. He's taking care of me. He's doing everything for me like nobody else would. So does he wake up from his amnesia? No. But he relearns that, okay, this is me. I was like this. I was like that. And I'm your father. This is your mother. And you used to love me like this. And you were like this. We are souls who are relearning who we are. We are not going to remember. We're going to just remember what is being taught to us now. Because we are relearning. God is teaching us to re-love Him. We are reforming a new relationship with God. Not the way before. Before was how the world taught us. Now is God teaching us from scratch who we are, where we come from, what is karam, what is cycle of time. No one can tell you all this. And when you have this knowledge, it's called Trikal Darshi. Trikal, past, present and future. You know the whole thing. So when you know the whole thing, you are able to be satisfied. You understand? It's very heavy knowledge. Take it lightly. Listen to it. Slowly, you can re-listen again and again to absorb it. Next time you listen, take a pen and paper and write it down. This is given to you because of lack of time. Re-listen to it. Write down the points you don't understand. Yeah. Okay? All right.
So you send me your account number also.